Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube, Iyun with Benzion. Today we're going to be doing, analyzing the Memhei Nedarim number 45. It's the end of the fourth parak. The Gemara was discussing how to resolve apparent stira in the Shita of Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi holds, again, from yesterday in Benzion, that when a person's mafkir or something, even though he relinquishes the Rishus, he doesn't relinquish the shalo. It still belongs to him until someone is zocha. He gives him rishus. We get permission to take it. Once he takes it, then it belongs to the other person. Before that, it still belongs to you. um, so the Gemara tries to figure out a way to resolve him with a brayso we had yesterday, which seemingly contradicted him. So the Gemara gives one answer. Rabbi Yossi would hold in front of three people, it's considered hefker. It loses shalo, even when I declare it hefker. In front of two people, it doesn't become hefker. Then Rabbi Shimon Levi ends off the parak. Dvar Torah afilu be'echad have hefker. Essentially, he's talking according to Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi is mode even in front of one person is hefker. Why did the Chazal say the Rabbanan you should be mafker something if you want it to believe you're a shus and the person to be zocha, you want it to be gone from your shus completely? You need three people, so that one person should take it, and two people should be eidim, right? Normally, when you transfer ownership, you need two eidim, right? Davar shava mamon in pachos mishnayim. It has to be at least two people to be motzi mamon. If someone's holding on to something, I have to bring a proof, right? And shtei eidim is a good enough proof in order to be motzi that mamon from him. So the Gemara assumes Rishon ben Levi is arguing on the previous statement, Rabbi Yochanan, who distinguishes between three people and two people. I don't know if he's arguing on Rabbi Shimon Levi. I think maybe he's just clarifying that when Rabbi Yochanan says in front of three people it's considered hefker, that's derabanan. Midoraisa, though, it could even be in front of one person. And the reason that's important, right? Tosos in Masechah Shabbos says Shimon Levi's lav dafka. Why one person? What is the significance of one person halachically? Even in front of zero people. All Shimon Levi is coming to tell you is that you don't need two or three. One is okay, but certainly zero is okay also. But why doesn't he say the bigger chish? According to Shabbos, I believe in Daf Yud Ches or Yud Tes, Masechah Shabbos. Why doesn't he say that? Could be other Rishonim point out this Tosfos out also. So I think Dafki says one person because, as I mentioned before, Eid Echad, one person, Eid Echad is not invalid in halacha. He's not strong enough to be motzi mamon. Eid Echad is strong enough to make an assumption that the person is right. Right? A person says you owe me $100, and Eid Echad supports me and says you owe me $100. Right? That's not enough to be motzi from that guy. You need shtei eidim that he owes me $100. But Eid Echad is enough midoraisa to cause a shvua, to cause an assumption that maybe this guy's lying. So it causes a shvua midoraisa. And Eid Echad, I like to say, is 75% proof. You need 80% proof, like alcohol. Normal scotch is 40% alcohol by volume, which is 80 proof. 80% is proof. But 70% is good enough in certain instances. And over here, where he's being mafia or something, Eid Echad is not just saying that this person owes me money. He's actually saying that he's a witness and saying this person was mafki or something. In his statement that I'm mafki or something, right? That means I relinquish ownership over it. So it's not considered to be motzi mamon anymore, right? It's only Eid Echad is not good enough to be motzi from a muksa. But this person, if he's giving testimony, there was hefker over here. According to his testimony, there's no mukzakas over here. There's no one's being it's hefker. It could potentially belong to anybody. So therefore, when you have Eid Echad, which is raglayim ladar, which is an assumption that maybe the other person owns it. Plus, you have the fact that he's testifying that it's hefker. That's enough to be motzimon and let the person who was zocha in it to keep it, right? Because here we're talking about probably, or the person made it hefker. Another person took the item. The question is, who's the muchzak? Do we go after the person chazaka de mikara? He used to own it, or we go after the mashitakas yadam rayo shalo? Here we're talking about the zocha. He's in possession. He took it already. Right, and the person said, I didn't want you to take it. I retracted my hefker. So their muchzakos cancel each other out. Chazak and mikara cancels out the cheskas mamon, and you're left with what? You're left with a 75% proof. And when it's no longer be motzi, it's not 1/8 is not good enough to be motzi mamon. But if it's not no longer be motzi mamon, the chazak cheskas mamon is batel over here. Then it goes back to isurim, and Eid Echad is not going to be isurim over here. So it's treated like isur v'heter, and therefore 1/8 midvar Torah is enough to motzi mamon. Midrabanan they're masakin that you should try to have three people, two people being made, and one person being zocha, two people being eidim, because otherwise people get confused and say, oh, but diddy mamon is you don't need two eidim, only 1/8 suffices. However, this unique case, you really only need one Ein Midoraisa. I hope you know today's share. See you in the next one.